morning, afternoon, or evening. This is Angela checking in with you guys, filming Jesus and Lithium. Last night was like really intense. It was I had been sent on a mission to go out and do something specific, and I was rerouted because a cop car was sitting adjacent to where I needed to be to make my gift drops and stuff, and I sat there for like 2 seconds, and I could just hear God, you know, like break left, break left. And so, I mean, you gotta understand, I'm not part of God's army. I'm not a warrior. I mean, people call me things like that, but honestly, I just want to go home, you know? I do exactly what God tells me to do, and there are very few people who have ever had the Jesus experience. There are very few people that have ever had the Jesus experience. I mean, I've got sunglasses on right now because He's with me, whirlwinding around me, and the Holy Spirit's just everywhere. And I only got a couple hours sleep, so I want to show you a couple things that I'm doing, because here's the most important element of this whole video. If you never take away anything from the whole 9 minutes and 45 seconds or however long this runs, it is this. If you ever get anything in the mail from me, keep it. You may not understand. It may be a snowflake, it may be a dollar bill, it may be a quarter with a 7 on it, it might be, you know, just a card, a blank card with nothing. When you get something in the mail from me, keep it. It's your safe place in your past to bypass judgment. Now, some people would say, oh, no, Angela, the whole world will be judged, and it talks about that. But in Revelation 3:10, which most people know 3:20 about knocking on the door, that's a crock of shit. He's been knocking on everybody's doors, and He doesn't need to knock on anybody's doors. Those church doors out there and those churches in the United States should be open 24/7. And when shit gets really bad, people are going to look back on these videos and say, oh my God, she knew exactly what she was talking about. So with all of the heaviness of what I'm throwing at you, there is also a lot of beauty and light. And I decided that I was going to play a Christmas game this year with my ministry, with Jesus Ministry. It's not my ministry, I just facilitate it. He certainly can't, you know, walk and talk for Himself. The manifestation in me has been going on for 8 years. I know every single thought, everything He spoke, everything about the guy, what his favorite foods were, how he liked math, all this and that and the other. All people know about Jesus is that He was a carpenter. And some people say He was a drunkard. And some people say He hasn't come. So here we go. This, what I'm going to show you, pertains to people who are getting some inheritance. Now, I cannot promise and tell somebody, oh yeah, I'm going to give you $50,000 when my inheritance comes in. It doesn't work like that. And as a matter of fact, I got this email or this Facebook message one day from this guy who asked me, he's in Africa, and he has the nerve to ask me to send him money to pay off his wife's student loans. And I'm like, dude, what? I don't even have my student loans paid off, but I speak in terms of inheritance because all of the material and everything that I'm doing are inevitably going to serve as props for the movies. They're going to be real envelopes that were sent to a real person. Every single thing is based on actual events. So these things happen. We go back, pick up this, talk to this person, do that, and then we can prove what people have been yammering about for a long time. Okay, so I'm going to set you guys down here. Now, if you ever get one of these, keep it. Put it in your jewelry box. Put it in your wallet. Put it in a safety deposit box. I know that this sounds really bizarre to you guys. Like, why is she so freaking out about all this? Because you guys are running out of time. I could care less, man. I'm stuck here. And I'm here to just do a job. And this is the first song that I played in my documentary. The very first video I ever made for you guys. I put it to music, this song. And my 1,400 clips are gone, you guys. You lost. You missed it. So this is your second shot to not miss your chance to glow. Secondly, if you ever receive cards in the mail, the numbers of the cards are going to add up to the number 10. 10 is a perfect number. Keep them. If you ever receive anything that looks like fake money, keep it. If you ever receive a raffle ticket in the mail, keep it. We're doing drawings later down the line, but I've got to get people out of harm's way. And I'm not fucking around this morning. If you ever get this, pass it on. Make copies of it. This is all the things that they need to know so that science once again proves creationism, and creationism once again evolves into science. If you ever get $1 million mint, don't eat it and throw the wrapper on the ground. Keep it. If you ever get one of these, it's a pass. Keep it. The interesting thing about when I fold this the way that I was taught, right here where it says reserve, it says serve. And I don't mean to be emphatic, and I don't mean to raise my voice, and I don't mean to seem like I have just lost it. But if you ever get a snowflake from me, keep it. Keep it. Keep everything, down to the confetti. That last grain of confetti. Keep it. Jesus said so many times, you guys. So many times he said, I know you don't understand what I'm doing right now, but you'll get it later. Do you know how many times he had to tell his mother that? I know you don't understand, Mom, what I'm doing, but please, you know, don't show me up or try to discipline me or say anything about what I'm doing. Just watch me. Mary was scared to death, and Jesus was scared to death. And that journey of his ministry and her witnessing what it was for decades that her worst nightmares, but the beauty of what he was doing. There's only one relationship that will ever even begin to hang as a star in the galaxy with the Immaculate Conception and everything that happened with Jesus and Mary to the bitter end, with her and Magdalene on the ground taking rags and cleaning up all the blood. Do you ever wonder where all of those garbs and cloths went? Has that ever even crossed your mind? I wonder whatever happened to that stuff. Well, I've got your answers, and it's in a museum that I asked for a curator for over a year and a half, and nobody answered. Y'all don't answer me. There's a select few that do, and those are the people who come first when shit hits the fan here with me. My friend Terry, my friend Sarah, mostly my friend James, even though he's in the doghouse right now, but, you know, Gina, Lindsay, Angela's. My Angelas are like my inner posse. Buttles, Wendy, you know, I mean, there's so many people that I'm a guardian for, and I don't guard people like you would think. She guards us this way or that way. I am a dream keeper and a dream weaver, and I connect with people when I'm sleeping. And my friends got used to that, and I'd be like, hey, I had a dream about you, and they'd always be like, uh-oh. I just can't believe that song came on, because it came full circle back to the first clip. Anyway, the bottom line is for this clip and for the future, for your children's future, or your grandkids' future. JPHC, dude. You gotta start circulating it, or we're all gonna be in a world of hurt. And it always seems that it's the assholes out there in the world that don't pick up the slack, and people like me have to carry it. I don't want to anymore. I'm dumping it off. Hope you check out the next clip.